Sorry about that, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, okay, now you can hear me. Sorry about that, ladies and gentlemen. We just had another kerfluffle with the internet stream. Don't know what is going on. I'm going to try and figure it out for you. But I'm back. I'm back. I forgive you, says Loranicus. I'm so thankful that we have your forgiveness. I stay awake at night wondering whether or not the fans forgive me for my misdeeds, for I have many of them. But to know that I have your forgiveness really makes my days long and joyful.
Oh, did you see the Avengers yet?
No, I haven't.
You need to see it.
Is it a good movie?
It's good.
Yeah? What's the best part
I've
of it?
already seen it twice.
Really?
Yeah, I saw it with Sasha and her son.
You want to see it a third time?
Yeah.
Alright, well, we may have to get you to come. Me, you, Jody, Gavin, and Umer need to go see it. Because I know Umer wants to see it.
It's pretty good. It's good because I'm into that kind of thing. What? What?
Scene Minion says, yo, do you still talk to Bill Palmer? Absolutely. Bill Palmer and I are close chums, as always. In fact, Scene Minion probably is Bill Palmer. So, for those who don't know, Bill Palmer is an old co-worker of mine from the Wii game days. I haven't seen him since like 2008, but he recently friended me again on Facebook, and I'm so glad because I missed the guy. And that's probably you, Scene Animation. I don't know, because how else would you ask a question about Bill Palmer? But a classy gent as always, and I look forward to seeing him again. And I hope you enjoy the show. You should come. If you're ever in Seattle, Bill, let me know, and you can come and co-host the show with me and tell me about your current exploits and what you're up to. I've got cigars and scotch for you, so just so you know. Zendrock says, I'm deeply contemplating smoking my first cigar tomorrow. What is your suggestion for a first cigar? I have a lot of fantastic suggestions, but you know, what is your favorite cigar? You've smoked many of them so far here.
You're the cigar man. You're the cigar man. You answer the cigar questions. Okay?
Cubans are great. Romeo y Julieta Cubans are fantastic. Scene says, no, it's not. I haven't talked to him in years. Used to talk with him on IRC all the time. I haven't. Okay, well, if it's not you, then I'll have to find out. Be careful not to drop ash in your drink again. Nika Libre. To answer your question, Nika Libre is a fantastic cigar. Try and find it. They're fairly inexpensive. I get mine from either Thompson Cigars or Cigars.com, and they come in a box-pressed shape. They're they're very flavorful, but they don't overwhelm you, so it's a very fine cigar. It's called Nika Libre, Nicalibre, Nika Libre. Dear Beanster, says Mortus fan, it's great to see you back. When do you plan on completing a true style of class and growing a beard?
Oh, Mortus fan. I was just reading that one. It's not going to happen. This is probably about as long as it's ever going to get. Maybe a couple weeks longer, depending. But whenever it gets to this point or longer, it's got to go. It's got to go.
Now, why is that? Is it because you have some sort of chin insecurity?
Chin insecurity? No, I'm very secure with my chin. In fact, I'm so secure that I don't want to cover it up.
Oh, it's... Wow, that was actually a great response. Kudos to you. Well, fine. He may be secure in his chin, but I am secure in my very long beard. Look at this. I can actually see it now if I do this. I can actually see it.
Chin secure. Very chin secure.
He's not insecure. He's chin secure.
I'm chin secure.
As for me, so, okay, here's a tidbit on beards that many of you may not know. And there's a wealth of great information on beards if you go to beards.org. We are not affiliated, but I just happen to enjoy the site. They've got some great videos that I hope to emulate sometime of people just looking into the camera and going, beard, grow a beard. For no other reason. There's no argument needed than simply saying grow a beard, but it takes 2 years to reach full terminal length of a beard. After 2 years, a man's beard does not grow any longer. So, if you ever wanted to know...
What about ZZ Top? You're saying that took him 2 years to grow that?
Exactly. Gandalf and everyone. So that's just simply the way it goes. Wow, did your cigar have 2 bands?
Yeah.
Oh. So that's the way it goes. Even the people who have incredibly long beards, it takes 2 years to get to that length. Some people have only beards as short as mine, and that it tops out at 2 years. So this length right here is about 7 or 8 months worth of growth for me. So I've got about a year and a half, a little bit longer, shorter to get to my true length. So the longest
I did try growing mine out for, I think it was a year.
Yeah?
A little over a year. And it got like that.
It's about that long?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't think I ever saw that. Do you have any pictures of it?
I do.
I would love to see that.
Like, it was all shaved here except for this part right here, which went down. I was trying to do, like, this really long thing right here.
Oh, yeah, like a sort of Chinese...
And I wanted to braid it. But it got down to here, and then after that I was like, screw it.
All you needed was one more year, and that would have reached terminal growth.
I bet you anything it wouldn't have gone much longer.
So why did you decide to grow it at that time and then choose to shave
I was
it off?
experimenting. There was nothing else to do.
All right. Well, what about the experiment failed in your eyes, making you wish to never do it again?
Well, because I think I've said it before, but I decided that I do not like pubic hair on my chin.
Okay, for the love of mercy and all that is great, it is not pubic hair.
No, it was very, very spread out. It wasn't close cropped, you know, so it looked like an armpit on my chin.
You know what? It's because you didn't care for it properly.
What are you talking about? Not care for it properly? I shampooed it when I was in the shower.
Yeah, you're not.
How else are you supposed to care for it?
All right, here's the thing when it comes to beards. If you shampoo a beard too much, it gets bristly.
Every
painful.
time.
Here's the look, I don't mean to gross everyone out, but the way to keep your beard pliable and healthy is to only shampoo it maybe once every 3 or 4 days. I know it sounds gross, but look, your face has natural oils that they're used to condition it. And also, combing it is great to stimulate the follicle growth. And there are certain beard products that can help the look and luster of a man's beard. Bluebeard has some great beard products, and in fact, if you are interested in purchasing said beard products here at scotchandsmokereeks.com, click on the little shop icon at the very top of the page. Not that I get a commission from every beard product sold, even though that's true, but you can buy beard balms and waxes.
Hey, what's this chat over here? This is Uncle Robbie.
Really?
What is that chat over there?
That's Twitch TV, the new place where I'm streaming.
Oh, it's Uncle Robbie.
He says no need to mention him.
Well, I just did. Sorry, Uncle.
Okay. So we're being watched by family members.
Well, Uncle Robbie, I know you want a stogie and some scotch, so next time you come over here, you're going to have to drink some scotch and smoke stogie with us.
Exactly. The next time
I'm not sure why we didn't do that last time you were here, but we're definitely going to need to do it.
We forgot about it, but we have stogies with your names on them,
yeah,
and a fine glass of scotch just for you, Uncle Robbie. So next time you're in town, let us know, and we will hook you up with combustibles and consumables in liquid form.
Wait, so explain this new TV thing, Twitch TV.
Okay, so Twitch TV is I was previously using Livestream, and I'm still using the Livestream chat because I enjoy the chat system by Livestream better, which is why we've got Livestream going on right here. But I'm actually using Twitch TV synced in with XSplit to generate this sort of video. It's nice because not only do I get commercials, but I get split screens here, so I can have a number of cameras going on, which we're seeing right now, and it's a little bit of better quality, even though apparently we're getting disconnected. But I think that's an internet issue. So I like Twitch TV. We have a larger audience because of Twitch TV. More people are watching now because of Twitch. So yeah, that's why I'm using Twitch. I prefer it. So I like Twitch TV. Ironbark says, I'm glad for that, Ox. Too lazy to learn a different chat system. Yeah, it's hard to migrate all of the moderators from the previous chat all over here. Dubalupicus says, wow, I haven't seen Bane in a while. Your fans missed you, man.
I miss being here. In fact, I miss you, bro. I miss coming over here every week to do the show with you. You really suck for moving to Ballard.
I'm sorry about that. It was
you know I don't have a car right now.
Well, you do have people who love you who are able to give you transport.
Yeah, whatever.
And there are buses. Not that I enjoy them, but they do exist. And, if you ever need a lift, I'm happy to drive on down and pick you up. Bring you back up here. Just saying. And pretty soon when you get your own wheels, you'll be able to come on up. Because we all missed having you here. I miss you most of all.
Okay. Well, so yeah, I'll probably definitely be here next Thursday since Brandon has the next couple weeks off, or the next week and a half off, since because of the baby.
Yeah.
So I'm off for the school. The reason I haven't been on here because I was so busy with school. It's kind of hard to get down here and do homework and whatever. But next Thursday, I definitely want to plan to be in here again. As far as throughout the summer, we'll see.
Awesome.
Yeah.
I like that. We'll have a regular co-host again.
Yeah.
Sounds good to me. Nixonator says, you got a lot of mixed replies to your Tiprons blog post not long ago. What did you think about them, and did they make you rethink your position? Great question. So for those who don't know, I wrote up a classy opinion on pornography and masturbation. For not necessarily classy topics, but I felt they needed to be covered because I've been getting a lot of questions about them. And I feel like as a gentleman, I have a moral responsibility to teach classiness to other fine gentlemen who frequent this program. And so I laid out my opinions. And to answer your question, no, I have not changed my mind. I understand that my views are not popular with many, but my philosophy is that class is not something that comes innately. We're not born with class. Class is something learned. Class is something we aspire to. And by consequence, that simply means that in order to be classy, we have to learn and start practicing new ways of acting and behaving classy. That sometimes means we have to change the way we live. We have to change our previous beliefs. We have to change our previous ways of acting. And people don't like to change. They don't like being told that the way they're currently acting is not classy. People like to think that they just are classy, when in reality, people are not always classy. I certainly have not always been classy, and even though I am at the peak of classiness at this moment in my life, I was not always here.
But you know, there's like a fine line. So just listen for me.
I'm listening.
When you say you strive to be classy, and it's good to be classy like that. But there's a fine line between being classy and having it look like you think you're better than everybody else.
The nature of being classy means that you believe you're acting in a way that's better than everyone else.
Yeah, but when someone gets the hint that you're acting like you're better than they are, that's not really what you want. That's not what you want.
The split hair.
There's a way to be classy without it make it sound like you're putting someone else down.
No, I wholeheartedly agree. And if I were in a different mode of life, I would actually probably say that the classiest thing would be to avoid controversy and to not banter about your own opinions. Classy people don't necessarily knock on doors and tell people about their political beliefs, for example, or their moral and ethical beliefs. However, in this specifically unique situation wherein I find myself, I'm constantly asked about my political and religious and moral beliefs. And I think in that instance it would be unclassy of me to simply gloss over those. So I'm happy to share. I would normally say that it's not necessarily classy to go about sharing such things, but if asked, I tend to answer. Now, the difference is this. An unclassy person who disagrees in your mode of classiness is himself promoting a way of being classy. He is saying that by doing the things that I think are unclassy, he is therefore being classy, and therefore to not do them or to object to them is being unclassy. So we're both making moral, ethical, and classy judgments upon each other.
Okay, I'm just saying that when you say such things, you got to be aware. Be aware of how you sound. You don't want to sound really, really pompous.
Yeah.
You don't want to sound like, what's the word?
Snobby.
Whatever. Yeah. That's all I'm saying.
And I agree. It does matter how you say things. The vehicle often is more important than what is being contained in terms of how people see things. Which is why a lot of people will buy booze based on the bottle instead of the actual contents of it. Interesting analogy, but yeah. So my personal philosophy on things that are classy and unclassy is that there are certain things that are and certain things that aren't. And by consequence, the consequence of that distinction is that those who practice the unclassy things will naturally be upset with you for having a firm stance towards the classy.
And that's why I love you so much.
I know. El Toro Guaco on Twitter says, I got a penny whistle this week and I'm practicing daily, but I find King of the Fairies hard to learn. Could you make a tutorial? So the way I learned how to play the penny whistle is I watched other people play videos of it, and then I just looped it, and then I practiced it over and over and over again. Many times on this program I have played King of the Fairies. In fact, I'll do so again. And pay close attention to the fingering as I play, and then when I post the replay of this episode, feel free to loop it so that you can see me do it. So here's the fingering to King of the Fairies. So I'm holding it like this. How does it go again? And then as you get more comfortable with the penny whistle, you can iterate on that and sort of develop your own personal style for playing those classy songs on the penny whistle.
Well, I think it's smoke ship time.
Okay, but there's a problem with that.
What?
The problem with that, you have half a stogie left to go.
So?
And the show is almost over. Once
So?
the show ends, we can't smoke it anymore.
So?
Waste not, want not, my friend. Waste not, want not.
I'm confused.
You're not smoking it enough.
I've been saving it for the smoke ship.
Oh, you're going to go through this entire thing for the smoke ship?
Yeah.
Okay, here we go. Okay, Loranicus is ready with his smoke ship idea, apparently. Alright, it's 8 o'clock, so... Ladies and gentlemen, it is time for that part of the program where we blow a smoke ship into existence. Unlike most people who smoke the cigar, those who frequently co-host this program at scotchandsmokefreaks.com have been endowed by our creators with the inalienable right to blow smoke ships into existence solely from the smoke produced from the combustion of the tobacco leaf in the form of a cigar.
Wait, so how long have you had these double cams?
About a month.
Okay, well, how have you been doing it? Have you been blowing smoke in the bowl?
No.
Well, sorry, my friend, but this one needs to be covered. So this week, I will cover the side cam, and you cover the main one.
That has been the handicap that I have had without you. This is why I need you here.
I know.
To help me with this.
I know.
Okay. So I will tackle this cam.
Because if you have a side cam going, and you only blow the smoke chip into one, they will see how the ship was made. And the magic is kind of dissipated.
It's kind of lost, isn't it?
A little bit lost if they have a side view of what's going on.
That's a bummer. I hadn't thought of that before.
Yeah, I'm telling you right now.
Alright, well, so my co-host here is going to help me fully manage the magic of these smoke ships. And we have a whole lot of suggestions here. This one from Loranicus. Ox, Nova, Gavin, Bean in a pecan pie wheeled leather town car driven by Arthurs running on Scotch brand Scotch, blowing smoke rings out of the exhaust.
There were 3 cams at one point?
Yes, there were. Running over zombie hippies high on bath
Third by a
salts.
third.
Dude, there are so many facets of this beard that just have to be shown on camera. You got to get it from all angles for everybody to fully appreciate it.
Wow. So, I mean, if one view of you wasn't enough, you have to have 3.
Man, there was a back view so people could see just the back part.
Someone's not self-absorbed.
You know what? When you have it... Only in terms of beards, not in terms of other body parts, by the way. Goldbread says, Ox sailing on a bacon-made galleon with elven skin sails while he gives dance lessons and Sasha tips to a blushing bean.
What?
A blushing bean. Hold on, it flew off the screen.
Sasha tips to a blushing
Sasha tips to a blushing bean as Sasha watches baby Gavin grow a classy beard for Nova as she cooks for everyone. Autumn says, Oxhorn and Bean driving a giant UFO-shaped ship flying over Stormwind and shooting laser cows down at pandas and elves below, while Nova lets a giggling baby Gavin watch out of the windows of their ship.
Just to tell you, Sasha needs no tips.
She doesn't, does she?
No.
She's fairly tip-free.
She's tip-free woman.
Alright, these are great ideas, you guys. Mixie Master Blattermister says, I just want Evan, the Dark Side of Azeroth, to be on a sail of the ship. That's a great request.
Oh, the tips were for me, Ghoulbreath? Okay, well, yes, true. I need a lot of tips. It's true. It's a daily work in progress to give me tips.
Nethela Holyhammer says, a battleship made out of peanuts and soap, barbecued, and covered in steak sauce, shooting down all the Night and Blood Elves in Pandaria, and crashing into the island, crushing all the pandas in sight.
I kind of like Loranicus's. Have you read that one yet?
Which one?
The bath salts and zombie hippies.
Ox, Nova, Gavin, and Bean in a pecan pie wheeled leather town car, driven by Arthas running on Scotch brand Scotch, blowing smoke rings out of the exhaust, running over zombie hippies high
on bath
salts.
That
is pretty great. I did like that one. You like that one? Were you in agreement?
Yeah.
Alright, that's what we're going to do. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Here we go. So, pay close attention, because if you blink it, you're going to miss it. But, for you, this moment, you have before you 2 experts at the blowing of smoke ships who are going to create, in 2 puffs of smoke, 1 image of a smoke ship that sort of congeals and combines into one beautiful diorama sitting before you on the camera. So, look at one camera with one eye and the other one with the other eye, and you will be able to, like a magical image that were popular in the 80s that you kind of stared at and you had to get the image. Yeah, that will create the smoke ship illusion.
Okay.
Got it? All right. Whoa! Woo-wee! I hope you didn't blink, because if you did, you missed it. But for the briefest of moments, you saw a town car made in leather with pecan pies as the wheels, being driven by Oxnova, Gavin, and Bean. It was running on Scotch brand Scotch for the fuel, and out of the exhaust pipe came smoke rings. And what were they doing? They were running over zombie hippies that were high on bath salts. Everyone is unique. It's like a fingerprint of smoke here at ScotchAndSmokerings.com.
What?
Is the smoke getting to you?
Why?
No, I'm just kidding.
No, I'm not used to smoking that hard cigars. So.
We got a big meal ahead of us, though, so it's going to bring it all down.
Okay. I can do that.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so very much for coming to this week's episode of Scotch and Smoke Rings, episode 151. I hope you all enjoyed it. And if you'd like to see more pictures of the beautiful baby Gavin, go to facebook.com/Oxhorn page to see them all. Thanks again for coming. Be sure to follow me on Twitter, twitter.com/Oxhorn, Facebook, facebook.com/Oxhorn page, and of course come back to ScotchandSmokerings.com for previous episodes and future episodes. And as always, we say here at ScotchandSmokers.com, be sure, my friends, to
Stay classy.
stay classy.
Good to see you guys again, and most likely to see you guys next week.